Hey everyone, it's your girl Sanj. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful day today, and we're gonna have some fun with today's topic, which is about 10 things that you should know before getting a puppy. And so this is my puppy right here. Her name is Basil, and she is a beagle poo, so she's part beagle, part poodle. She is about 8 months old right now, and she's cute, but this dog is crazy. Okay, she's crazy. Sorry, Basil. Love her. Love her. My husband and I got her, gosh, it's been about 4.5 months now since we've had her. So during all that time, I've been adjusting to the dog mom life, living the dog mom life. I guess, you know, she's giving her little opinion right now too, okay? But I'm gonna talk about things that I didn't know prior to getting into this, with the disclaimer that these are not meant to be like positive or negative. This is just the real facts, y'all. And I love this dog. This is my dog's soulmate, and I wouldn't have it any other way. All right, she said she's done. But this is Basil, and if you're interested, stick around and we'll get right into it. So the first thing that you should definitely know before getting a puppy is that sleeping in won't be a thing for a while. That goes for you being able to sleep in, and also for the dog being able to sleep in. So Basil at the beginning, she had to go to the bathroom about every 2 hours. So what that means is the dog was whining at like 6 a.m., sometimes earlier. For me at that time, sleeping in, you know, was a cute 7:30, 8 o'clock, okay? But this dog shook that up. So that's something you should know. They're gonna need to be taken out pretty regularly. They're gonna whine early in the morning. So this goes like, if you're single, you definitely will be the one taking them out every morning. But even if you're not single, I live with my husband, and you know, we switch off, but still, like, the other one, even if, for example, he's going to get the dog, I still hear her whining. So it's not for forever. Now she's a little older, and some mornings she does sleep in, but just know, you know, that's what it is. The second thing you should know before getting a puppy is that you're gonna have a lot of vet visits. This was something I was completely blindsided by. I thought, okay, she already came with, she was up to date with her shots. And so I was like, all right, you know, we cute, we cool. No, we were going to the vet about every other week, it felt like, for different reasons. Some of it is shots, because there's certain shots until they're a certain age, they have to go get it every couple of weeks. There was also something else that I'm going to talk about a little later, which was another reason why we had to go pretty regularly. So know that vet visits are going to be a thing. They can be kind of costly. So there are some vets that have really cool payment plans that you can use. Or I would just call ahead and get a quote up front so that you know what you're getting into. But the first 3 months or so, okay, we was dropping a couple hundred on the vet, okay? Okay. We made it through though. We made it through. Okay. The third thing you should know before getting a puppy is that they're gonna want to play a lot. That seems kind of obvious, right? I was like, oh yeah, they're a puppy, they're gonna play. But let me tell you, y'all, sometimes I be hiding from this dog. And I love her to death. But she, like, always is on 10, always wants to play. She has these squeaky toys, which, by the way, I would recommend only getting one squeaky toys, because when they get to squeaking, okay, you know, sometimes it's praising the Lord, sometimes it's like, ooh, you know, it's a lot. But anyway, she will bring those toys up to me and just like be all up in my face trying to play. So it's super cute. and I love it, and sometimes it's a lot, so just be prepared for that. They're gonna be super active, they're babies, and so you don't have to indulge them all the time. Like if you're working from home or there's other reasons you're cooking, like you can't play with them all the time. But I actually found some really cool YouTubers to find cute games to keep her engaged. She actually just came up to my knee right now to say hello, but yeah, they're gonna wanna play a lot. The fourth thing you should know before getting a puppy is that they may get a parasite. And at first I was super like scared by that, right? Like parasite, what? That's, you know, not ideal, but it's actually, there she goes with her toy. It's actually super common, especially if they're coming from a pet store or if they're coming from a pound, like places where they've been around a lot of other dogs. It's common for parasites to be able to be passed. There's a lot of different types, but there's a pretty common one. You can go to the vet and get it treated through some oral medication. Hey baby girl, I know. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. You can get it treated, but that was something that Basil did have that took us about 3 to 4 rounds of medication to finally be able to get rid of. It was tough having to give her the oral medication every evening and night, and she was just like fighting me tooth and nail. So I say that to say it's pretty common. It might happen, so that's another expense to be prepared for in case it does. The medication every time was about $30 to $40. But you know, it's a part of the puppy package. The fifth thing you should know about getting a puppy is that they can have attitudes. And this was another thing I was shook by. I was like, oh, I know this dog ain't talking back. Oh, I know this dog ain't running away from me. But sometimes, you know, just like babies, they have their own little personalities and they can have attitudes. They can be playing games with you. And that's something that I was surprised by. It's really fun actually, because you get to like know their personalities. Sometimes if you in a mood and they in a mood, and you know they got an attitude, you got an attitude, you tell them to do something, they start barking back. You know, there can be some little dog mom moments where you just need to go, you know, take some deep breaths in the closet, eat a cute little snack, and come back with it to it with some new patience. So they may have a cute little attitude every now and then, and that's normal. Part of the package and part of y'all really getting to know each other as new members of the family. The sixth thing you should know before getting a puppy is that puppies are fast. Y'all, I ran track back in, you know, like 5th to 8th grade, something real cute, actually to 9th grade. So I like to think of myself, you know, as kind of fast, okay, maybe a little athletic here and there. But let me tell you, this dog has humbled me, okay? She is so fast. And granted, you know, we live in a condo, so it's not like we're in this huge space, but there were times that both Adam and I would be chasing her for either play or, you know, because we really were trying to get to her. And this dog, like, we just could not catch her. So that was something I was blindsided by because they're so small. She was a tiny little thing, you know. She still isn't that big, but this dog can run. So that means training is going to be really important, so that they can learn to come when you tell them to come, because truthfully, like, sometimes depending on the breed, you really may not be able to catch them. And you know, Basil's saying amen to that. The seventh thing you should know before getting a puppy is that they will test the boundaries. This is kind of similar to my other point about them having attitudes. They will also test boundaries, which is also something that babies do. It's something that's normal. They're trying to get to know you as their human, as their parent, as their friend. And so they're like, oh, what happens if I do this? What about this? And so they'll kind of be testing you. I remember one day I had gone to the bathroom and I came out of the bathroom back into like our living room area where I am now. And the dog had pulled a chair, like pushed a chair up to the table, got onto the chair and was eating a plate of food granted, my food, y'all, my food, okay, off the table. And I said, oh no, this dog didn't. But you know, she was testing the boundaries, and I had to give her props because it was real smart of her. You know, she had to like create stairs kind of to do that. But I had to let her know, you know, that's a boundary that can't be crossed, coming for your mama's food on the table. The 8th thing you should know before getting a puppy is that they can be picky eaters. So yeah, we actually, I think we're on about the 3rd dog food since we first got her, because the first one, she just kind of refused to eat. She wasn't into it, and she would hold out like hours, sometimes like a day, just refusing to eat. That was her partly having an attitude, but it was also her telling us like, yo, I don't like this food. And us being her parents, you know, I can't have the dog out here not eating. So we got her a different type of food. She was into it. And so now we're on our 3rd kind, which she really does like. But those times where she was protesting was kind of scary. They'll do that, again, testing the boundaries sometimes. So no, I would recommend starting out with a smaller bag of food as opposed to starting with a giant bag at the beginning, because you don't know if they're gonna like it or not. So, you know, get something cute and small. If they're not into it, you can try a different one until you find one that they really like. The 9th thing you should know before getting a puppy, this is something that I'm super actually grateful for, is that you'll meet a lot more people and a lot more of your neighbors. Like I said, we live in a condo complex, and so, you know, we would go on walks and stuff before her, but now that we have her, we see a lot of other dog parents walking around. You get to meet them, get to talking. We know a lot more neighbors than we knew before. And even sometimes, like, if we're out a little bit outside of the neighborhood, somebody might stop and talk about, you know, oh, what kind of dog is that? People, I guess it's kind of like an easy conversation starter if they see you with a dog. They're like, oh, you know, what's up with your dog? So know that they can help you socialize. And also, yeah, they'll help you meet more of your community. Okay, and the 10th thing you should know before getting a puppy is that they'll get you outdoors more. This is another really cool one, similar to meeting the neighbors. Also, baby girl is playing with the squeaky toy right now. Yeah, they'll get you outside, and that was something that my husband and I really wanted, because it's so beautiful here. And I mean, we would get outside and do stuff, go hiking, but now I take this dog on at least, you know, 3 to 4 walks a day, so I'm getting a lot more sunshine. It's really good for my mental health. And if you're watching this, you know, during quarantine, we've all been spending more time inside this year than we normally would have, so having a little puppers will get you outside. It's something you should know if you're into that and want that. If you're somebody who doesn't necessarily want that, then there are certain dog breeds that need less time outside, less exercise, that may be suited for you. And I know I said I'm going to 10, y'all. I'm throwing in a cute 11, which is that getting a puppy, absolutely no regrets about it. Like, this is our baby girl. We don't, you know, have any kids or anything yet, but God willing, she's gonna be around to, you know, help raise the babies. And just, you know, she's a part of the family. So I would say if you're thinking about it, you know, do your research for sure. But, you know, it's a great decision. And I will say, actually, like, one thing with that is make sure that you're in a season where you can really commit. This is a season now where I'm able to do that, but there was a season in the past where I had to rehome one, you know, my first dog. She wasn't a puppy, but I love her. I still get to see her, and she has a beautiful, lovely family now. But anyway, I wasn't able to fully commit at that time because of a lot of things going on in my life. So I would say make sure that you're willing, you know, to do all the dog parent things. And with that, Basil said she wants to say what's up again. Come here, baby. This is her little squeaky toy that she's playing with. I'm gonna grab her real quick. Oh, You want to say bye to everybody? You want to say bye? Say bye. Say bye. Don't forget to subscribe. If you liked this video, let me know. I could totally do some more dog videos. This is my first one, but this dog is crazy and lovely. So yeah, if you want to see more of her, let me know. In the meantime, peace and blessings to you, and we'll see you next time.